All right, so one last midnight. Today I'm going to play a little bit of Satisfactory. I'm sorry my schedule's a little bit wonky, but I've got family stuff to do and in the evening time, and so I've got to take care of this during the daytime. So I want to work on this CATERIUM factory. I put up the steel factory the other day. I put a video on it. I haven't finished it quite yet. There's still some holes sitting here. But I want to get the CATERIUM factory up and running while I have the opportunity. And so let's start laying down some stuff. I'm going to have to move some stuff and put some stuff in other places. And I don't really have a whole heck of a lot of space to put stuff down. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started and get moving. I hope everybody's doing okay. For those of you guys that are watching, let's just put another series of containers here. I think I only need one for the quick wire. And I need to move this stuff, so I almost want to take like some temporary items and move them somewhere else. This is coal, which is going to go away. Oops, I don't know why I have pipes in here. Let's go ahead and drop off a bunch of stuff here. And let's go ahead and I think for pipes, yes, let's drop off 60. I don't think I'll need 200, so let's drop that off. And maybe this will give me enough space to move a couple things around. I'm going to have to juggle them back and forth, but oh well, what the heck. It is what it is. This is Satisfactory. There's a lot of stuff that moves around from place to place. Let me turn all of this off to make sure I've got it off. Let's power that down. And I don't think power... Yeah, power's going to a couple different areas, but let's get rid of this. And this. And... this is powered back here. Okay, get rid of all that. And get rid of this. Okay, think I have the one power line that's needed. Nerd, what's going on, bud? I think you're the only one watching, man. Is this... let's do a direct connection from these power poles here. Just get this out of the way because it's going to be in the foundation, my building foundation. And we'll hook this guy up right here. Okay, keep this... well, this factory's not going because I don't have any coal going in. I moved the coal. Alright, and we'll drop off all this quick wire. It's going to take a couple trips. Satisfactory so far this year. Yeah, man, you know. Doing okay. A lot of stuff's going on. A lot of stuff is happening. It's all happening. Everything is happening. DBA, what's going on, buddy? I'm gonna have to do another Satisfactory multiplayer. I think when I finish this series, maybe go and do a Satisfactory multiplayer. I don't know. There's so many games to play. Now that we've kind of added Windward back to the list. It's funny. It's funny that we added Windward back to the list. Alright, I'm gonna be full for CATERIUM, or for Quickwire. But let's just do this. We're still outputting the Quickwire, right? Yeah, it's still getting dumped. Let's demolish this stuff. So for you guys that are watching this, that it's new to Satisfactory, or will be watching it, whenever you decide to play this video. This is Satisfactory. I mean, there's a lot of, like, building up and tearing down, and, you know, there's not much that you can do about that, because it's just the nature of the game. I'm trying to figure out a way, you know, I was thinking about doing another like getting started series. And I think if you focus on, you know, getting up like an all-in-one factory and just start dumping it into the awesome sink as soon as you get the awesome sink unlocked. Then you can start focusing on getting the things that you need to build vertically right away. Getting the walls and getting some of the other items that you need to build vertically, or for you, in order for you to build vertically. And then just start focusing on building vertically from like day one, and build it in a way that is future-proofed, right? So when you go from one tier of miner to the next tier of miner, you've got whatever it is that you need to be able to expand up your base. I think that would probably save a lot of time, but you know, there's a lot of pain that's involved. If this is the first time you've played it, and you're or the second time, or even the third time you played it, and you're kind of doing what you've done before, and you're not really thinking like a long-term kind of scenario. A lot of ripping down and pulling up. And this is my second time playing through the game. The first time I invested, what was it? Not North Forest, another round? Yeah, it was 51 hours to get to tier 7 and 8. And so I invested 51 hours into it. This time around, I've invested 129 hours and done things a lot differently. And I still don't think this is the best way to do things. I think there's a better way to do things. Just haven't quite, not necessarily figured it out, but I haven't quite thought about how I want to present it. Because I think there's a definitive order in which you can go through stuff that would make it a lot less painful for you. But ultimately, really cool game. So we're not going to need all of these bars. We're going to have to just process them. Unfortunately, I have a ton of them. It's going to take a lot to get rid of all this stuff. Actually, why don't I do this temporarily? To get rid of the load, why don't I just really quick create an awesome sink right here. Power this guy up. And we're just going to dump this stuff. We're going to dump it directly into the sink. Get rid of it all. Because we're not going to need... Well, I mean, it'd be helpful to have it to go in. But, you know what? I just want to get rid of it. So... out with you! Nastiness. Don't know if there's a best way. Part of the fun is trying different designs. Some of them end up being more efficient than others. Well, I think ultimately... Well, okay, well, let me ask you this. You know, do you think that you have to be vertical? I mean, obviously you don't have to be vertical, but it's definitely a lot easier to be vertical. So if you feel you have to be vertical, or at least have those items unlocked, then to me it would make a lot of sense to get those unlocked first. And focus on getting those unlocked first, as opposed to, you know, focusing on other things like getting the next tier of the space elevator or something along those lines. Because I think that would alleviate some of the pain of just, you know, just the initial having to rip up and tear down things. Definitely want the Mark III. And what else can I afford? I can afford this. Buy those guys. Okay, got those taken care of. Can't afford that one yet. I only have 2 left. Yeah, I think I've gotten everything unlocked that I need so far. Yeah, for sure. So I think walls, you should focus on getting at least one set of walls done. first, you probably should focus on, you know, getting some sort of, I don't think foundations is quite as necessary to get unlocked. But maybe the wall outlet would be nice to have in the beginning so that you could just upgrade your wall outlets. The ladder, I think, would be good. Stairs and walkways, I don't find them that useful just yet. You know, not in like the very beginning. But maybe. Jeff, what's going on? Scorp, what's going on? Made towers for specific final product. Yeah, so you went vertical, right? So if you had all the items to go vertical first, all the things necessary to go vertical first, it probably would have been a lot easier. You probably would have had to rip down less stuff in the from some point of your, from the beginning part till you got to the part where you started actually creating vertical stuff, right? Yeah, it's interesting that they tell you, like, in the beginning of the game, they make a suggestion. You should probably start building vertically. And then, of course, you don't listen to that suggestion. You're like, yeah, whatever. And don't really start building vertically until you have this massive base already built up to support getting to that next tier. And then it's like, oh, now I need to rip stuff down and make it vertical. Like, if you watch this series, I went factory by factory, right? I did my all-in-one iron factory. I did my all-in-one copper factory. I didn't necessarily do like an all-in-one steel factory, though I had like 2 foundries pumping out what I needed. I did the CATERIUM factory. And then later when I got the verticality stuff, I was like, okay, well, because of the resources in this area, then I could go big scale with stuff. Not thinking in advance, I should probably just go big scale with stuff first. It should be the first thing I do, is go as big as I possibly can. Get that awesome sink unlocked, the awesome shop unlocked in the MAM, and then go for it, right? Go for that verticality as quickly as humanly possible. Drop some of these CATERIUM back in here. So it's going to take a moment to unload. It's going to take a little while. I did go back, you know, it's interesting. I talked about not going back and fixing this area, but ultimately I did start fixing this area. So I need to continue that on. At the very least, like here where I did the edge, I need to make sure that this edge is the edge. And that needs to be said. That needs to be true for this other edge over here, where, you know, this edge is going to be the edge. Probably I can get rid of like this one, right? And then tack another one on here. And then what I can do is I just ramp down. Make a little ramp right there. There's no point in trying to completely fix the whole thing, but as long as I have a single edge that is going to work for me, then I should be okay. I should be okay with what I'm trying to accomplish. So while the CATERIUM is dumping into the awesome sink, why don't I just kind of fix this little area over here without falling off into the oblivion, because I've done that before. I want to, you saw that that mantis bird thing just flew. He flies underneath this rock formation right here. I want to make a pickup zone for that so that he can actually pick me up and fly me around. And maybe I can find other locations in which he gets like really close to the ground or some sort of something I could have various stops if I wanted to have some stops along the map. There was a lot of teardown and rebuilding of the first base. I planned ahead on the second base and not tore down anything. You didn't tear down anything. Had a temporary starter base for the first round of total buildings. Cool. But yeah, so you planned it. I mean, we're saying the same thing. You planned it out, right? The first round supported whatever your verticality was going to be. All your vertical base related stuff. But you turned around and you unlocked all of that vertical base stuff before you started on your final idea. Yeah, same concept. Same concept, but for me, I just think about just go earlier. Just try to get that stuff right away and go vertical from moment one, but thinking ahead and saying, okay, I want to make sure that I'm going to, yeah, this is what I want to do. Kind of like this. It's going to be a little wonky. Things are not going to be lined up, but you know what? I'm not going to commit to ripping every single thing down and starting over again. But the new edge line will be correct, right? So as long as I have the new edge line correct, I'll be okay. All I need is this ashtray and this lamp, and everything will be fine. Yeah, this is good. Good. Yeah, you know, like I said, I can live with this. This is something that I could live with. And so this edge is fixed. I'm just gonna leave the rest of this like this. This over here. I am gonna take it a couple back. I do want to take it a few back. Because if I expand out this way, I want to make sure that that edge is good. That's lined up with the main base so that I can I mean, this is just OCD related garbage, you know. this game. Remember having stuff in the desert until I unlock foundations on base 2? I think we'll always have some cleanup. I know, right? I love the world generation of this game too. I wish that they could do procedurally generated, but I heard their reasoning for it. I totally get it. I get why they're not doing it. So yeah, so I think like far, like out to here or something. I can fix this side of the base. Because this is not, I mean, there's not too much. All it is foundation pieces, right? There's not like, I'm not ripping down a lot of stuff. There's a bunch of like temporary storage that I have in place that I'll need to move back over, which is kind of painful because I have to wait for things to move from one section to another. But otherwise, I think it's pretty decent. I think, you know, I don't want to overinvest in redoing everything all over again. I'm not about that, man. We're almost done with the CATERIUM, and then I can start laying down the foundation pieces for this. There is a area right here that I want to keep open. I don't know if this stuff respawns. Maybe you guys can tell me. Does stuff in caves ultimately respawn or no? Like I have down in here, there are the mycelium mushrooms or something. Whatever you call those things. So I'm wondering if they respawn or not. I think I can put a fence from here. A fence. I think I can put a ladder from here down. Oop. Let's move that ladder over. The ladder from, I guess, from... Okay, let's figure out where I'll put that ladder later. This is like stupid stuff that you wind up investing so much time in. You're like, I think this is a good space for it, yeah. All right, that's going to be the foundation floor for my deal. You're not sure that anything is supposed to respawn? Well, that's good to know. Then I can actually close that up. If you don't think anything's supposed to respawn, I can close that up. I mean, down in here was... It's just a little cave that had the mushroom stuff and the spiders. I think the spiders are all gone. But I harvested... Oh, spiders are not. Spiders came back. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I keep this just for spider harvesting. Not like I get experience killing them, but I do get their meat. Which I don't... I mean, I could use in like one of the health kit related items, but... That's the only thing I was using it for. Otherwise, I can then use this last space. You know what? I'm going to use this last space anyways. Oh, that's the wrong size, my friend. Got a friend in me. Want this size. Kind of doubled up my foundation, but that's alright. It's another one of those things where I'll never replace it. There's no point in replacing it. Best answer, I don't know. That's a fair answer. Very fair answer, sir. I don't know is acceptable in my book. Okay, good. Awesome sink. Done. Don't need it anymore. Alright, so the CATERIUM I have moving over here is... It's 300 CATERIUM. I overclocked a Mark II normal node all the way up to 300. And with 300 CATERIUM, I could make 500... quick wire a minute. So let's do that. I need to get rid of this CATERIUM. Is this oh, I got rid of this. I got rid of the awesome. I'm like, hey, got rid of the awesome sink. All this stuff needs to go too. All this awesome sink related stuff, all that stuff needs to go. But we're getting there. It's coming along. This space is going to be, where this storage is right now, this space is going to be sulfur and quartz related stuff. I need, while I was over there, I needed concrete. A lot of it. Have fun building the castle? No problem, dude. I'll see you, man. EVA's checking up on me. Want to make sure I'm building my things right. DBA, natural. They've done pretty impressive Satisfactory bases. So much so that, you know, that I would never, I don't think I would ever go to that level. I mean, their stuff is insane. I I mean, just absolutely ginormously huge factories. To the point of like, are you kidding me? They big. I'm more about compact. I'm more about compact factories. Give me some compactness. All right, I decided to put that wall there, but that's not going to work. It's got to go one back. Mainly because I'm not going to be able to get the CATERIUM down. I'll be able to get the CATERIUM from here, and it'll need to sit right here. But one over it would not work. You feel better about his I don't know answer if he gave you some more advice? If he gave you some advice more definitely? Yes. I agree. All right. The other side of the wall is going to be here. It's going to be like this. Is that where the first one is? Yes. Okay. And we'll have another one, I don't know, it'll be out there somewhere. We'll figure out where the end of it will be. And then let's look at the regular wall. Something like... How many spaces does this have? Yeah, okay. Like this. I'm gonna need an outdoor on this side. I don't want to have to go around like this to come over on the back side over here. How about I put it right there? So I picked up a couple more racing games. I'm gonna try to get into racing games more. I really enjoy racing. I have a good time with it. I think Wreckfest is a lot of fun. But sometimes I want to like just race, you know. I don't want to like. Well, I don't know. I vary from time to time, right? I want sometimes more arcadey, sometimes more crashy. Sometimes like I just want to get into the sim side of it and get into like some really good sim racing. So I picked up some racing games. I went to Broadbent's site and watched his recommendations and saw what he was recommending for games to get. And I picked up some of them. I also picked up Forza because it was on sale. So I got the Forza Ultimate Edition, which is typically like $99 or something, and I got it for $40 or $50 or something. It was like 60% on sale, so it was $40. And I thought that was kind of worth it. To me, that was worth it. I wanted to start getting into that. I actually need this to go here. You know what? Let's get rid of this wall here. I'm not liking this wall here. You play Gran Turismo? That was another one Broadbent was saying that was really good during its time, right? I guess it had a heyday. I don't know if they've remade Gran Turismo, but he was saying Gran Turismo was something that he played a lot. But I picked up, starts with an A. I can't pronounce it. I'm horrible pronunciation. I picked up that one. What did I do here? I didn't want to do this here. I can't talk to you guys and work at the same time. My brain doesn't function that way. Michael G, what's going on, bud? Alright, we're going to go with that. That's where the CATERIUM is going to come in. And then for this, I believe I'm going to need, what, 6 smelters for the 300? 6. It's either going to be 6 or 8. So let's get rid of this wall again for the 8th time. Let's put in a... How many across are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. An even number, which is not good for trying to get anything in the center. Let's put down a... Well, if I have them all facing inward, how do I want to do this? Let me think about this for a second. So let's get down a constructor. I want the output to be facing inward. Let me see what kind of room this gives me. Okay, it gives me enough room on the backhand side, so that's good. So then I can have another one over here with the output facing in. Like so. And that is middle-ish, right? Trying to think of how and where I want this output to be. How am I doing? I'm doing okay, my friend. Got a friend in me. Do-do-do. Got a friend in me. Do-do-do. Do I want to widen this out a little bit? Say widen it out. Space it out a little bit. Input's coming in there. I can have this be an output. Do I want this to be an output on the front? No, it wouldn't look that pretty. So I want the output to be on the back side. So if I come down from here and then go around on the back side of each of these. Boy, I can... I'm leaving a lot of space on the side over here. I don't know why I'm trying to accomplish that, but... Alright, whatever. So, quick wire. Let's look at... Oh, you know what? I don't need constructors here. Yeah, you so dumb, Midnight. I need a smelter here. We've got to move it back. Just a tad. Just a fraction. A fraction of a fraction. Like so. Okay, yeah. That a little more symmetrical, I guess. Let's see here. CATERIUM. Yeah, it's 15 parts per minute, right? Aren't the other ones 15 parts per minute? Or are they 60? Or are they 30? They 30. Ah, ha, ha, ha. CATERIUM a little harder to crunchy munchy. Smelters. So I'm gonna need smelters. 1, 2, 3, 3. If this calculator is correct, I'm gonna need actually 6.6 of them. Okay, good. So those are... Oops, did I face them the wrong way? I did. I did. Melties. Gotta go output is over here. Thank you, bud. Good. Gran Turismo on PS3 was my thing. Cool, man. The reason I love Wreckfest is because it reminds you of Carmageddon. Nice. I don't dislike Wreckfest. I think Wreckfest has its place. I think it's a really good game. Really fun game. Just can't take it for a racing game, right? I think most people that want to play Wreckfest don't really want to race. They just want to wreck. And so that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Wreckfest could be our crashy game. We can, if you guys are interested, we can find another game that is more of a race game. For racing. Alright, I want the output to go here. Right here. So let's do that. I want the output on the backside because it's not very pretty to have it coming out on the front side because I want something else to come out on the front side. We'll have a conveyor going there. Let's have a merger. Getting these things to align up correctly has been a problem for me. You would think that that's correct. But I think that's correct. Is this correct? No. No, it's not. Let's put it down like this, huh? Huh? Why is it off? Okay, if I'm standing in the middle of this, like that's the middle of this. Right here. Then I go like this. And look, this arrow should be pointed right at my face. It looks like it is. So good. So that will connect up with something like... How many CATERIUM is going to come out of the smelter? It's only going to be 100 CATERIUM. Okay, that's good. That works perfectly. Mega race. Cool. Aztec, what's going on, bud? I think grid would be good for... Would be a lot of fun for racing. I picked up Forza. I want to try that. And see how that is. Kind of for some racing stuff. That looks off. Why does that one look off? Yeah, I want to get in racing. I also kind of want to go up to another level of steering wheel. I want to up my steering wheelage. I just don't know what I want to do with it, right? I don't know if I want to go, like... Fanatec? I think that's how you pronounce their name. Even though I've heard some people call it Fanatic. Or if I want to do... You know, Thrustmaster... Boss, what have you missed? Not much. I'm just getting this factory up and running. Motorcycle racing would be good. Yeah, I suppose. I don't think I've ever really done any motorcycle. I mean, the closest I've come to that is like the bicycle racing. It's not a motorcycle, but you know, you're on two wheels. So if you could live with that analogy. Alright, let's take the output here. I want to split this output. So this is going to come out this way. And inward, we're coming with 300. So let's get this belt in. Oop, yeah, that's way off. Great. You're so dumb. Let's split this. That center? Center's there. And center would be here, I think. And this is going to be, like I said, 400. Okay, one side is going to come down here. I need to split again, so do some splittage. I don't know. Local was trying to get into grid. I don't know if he got into grid or not. He said he was having a hard time with it. He was having a hard time racing. I think it's just a, you know, practice thing. Totally needs to practice it. We go 60. I think all these going 60. Fine. Oops. And if I split the, let's see, 300, I've got to do one conveyor does 320. I've got to split it something like this. We'll go up, yeah, we'll go Mark III belt line into this over here. How's my day going? It's going fine. Excuse me. Sorry about sneezing in your ear. It's going well. My schedule's a little bit messed up. We're trying to get my older son into a very nice school, high school. And I'm working on, I'm helping him with his essays. So this high school, you gotta write a bunch of essays to get into it. So doing that, let's see. I think if I go wall. So anyways, my schedule's a little bit messed up because of that. Wanted to be playing with you friends, but it's okay. Gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta do the daddy thing. Okay, that works. So this can come out. This doesn't interfere anymore, and we can merge this stuff back in. Still you still remember writing an essay to get into your high school? Yeah, the high school we're trying to get him into is they require four essays on various topics. But I hope he gets into it. I do. I think it's going to be great for him to be able to achieve getting into that school. It's actually it's a boarding school. Not that I want him leaving the house. I think he's a rather cool kid. But it's what he wants to do. So more power to you. Can't stop the knowledge, right? Oh, why? Come on, that's an Audi. Is this not an innie? This is supposed to be a splitter. Did I not put splitter down? I think I put mergers down. Dang it. Yeah, of course, that's what I did. 'Cause you dumb. You dumb. Well, that's a splitter. Oh, dang it. I did it again. I did twice. Man, I'm out of it today. I'm out of it. My brain is not worky. Brain no worky. That's more rigorous than having to write and submit for college. I don't think it's as... Isn't college you have to write multiples? For college, they just had to give them a bunch of money. Yeah, right. I know. They want like a crazy application fee. Gotta love college. Like, here, you know, yeah, give me your application and we'll review it. Yeah, sure you will. All right, let's set this final one to be 67%. 66%. Yeah. There we go. Okay, good. I think that's done. Let's get some walls up. I guess I could make this factory a little bit smaller, but it kind of aligns with everything else. I like it aligning up, even though it's not using up all that space in there. It just feels good. It feels right, you know? I hope it goes well, too. Let's put a door here. On the edgy edge. Get some more walls in. I will put a door right there in the center. And you know, I'm always debating whether to put it on the center or the side, but you know, heck with it. I'll put it in the center. Okay. This, oops, no. This is not complete. This, good. Alright, that is done. Let's get the CATERIUM down. Let's see what the best way to do that would be. So this is lined up. This is out, right? Is that out? No, that's in. Okay, so that is lined up with this. Let's go like this. Okay. If I need to go higher, I will. I'll demolish that later. If I put a conveyor line, what's the, is that a 4? That's a 4. If I put a conveyor line from here to here, that would help me later. Okay, let me get up to where I need to be. Let's just put a ladder. Be nice to have a ladder here for now. Is it a ladder or jumpy jumping? Let's do a jumpy jump. Nah, forget it. Let's do a ladder. This is called lazy. That's called lazy. You're doing a ladder? Nah, man. They didn't do a jumpy jump. Alright, here we go. Okay, so CATERIUM is, let's see, 1, 2, 3? On the third one. CATERIUM's on the third one. So let's do a couple more walls. See if I can't get this CATERIUM line put in levelly. Oops. Levelly. More level. Let's see. Is that level? Yes. This is sloping down. We'll go with this one. That one's sloping up, right? Did that slope up? It's so hard to see. Falling off of this. It's a little elevated. Not that bad though. Okay, and then let's go from there with a lift down to... Now, why didn't that line up? Okay, it didn't line up like I thought it would line up. Alright. Don't have to worry about it lining up there, I guess. Go from there to here. And let's put a conveyor 4 going from there to there. Good. Alright, ore's coming in. Good. Jeff, don't give me a hard time, dude. Been busy. Been busy. Jeff. Jumper. It's easier in the long run. I should probably do a jumper, right? Yeah, my schedule's off this week. Monday through Friday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time is my typical stream. But unfortunately, it's not this week. What am I doing tomorrow? If I like I said, this whole week is off. I would be doing Project Winter with a bunch of people, but I'll probably be streaming in the daytime like I'm doing today, and I'm not entirely sure what I'll be streaming. I thought about doing some racing and stuff. Just trying out different racing games. Battleship tomorrow, again, because of my schedule, I don't know that I'm going to be doing anything in the evening. If I can get an evening stream in, I'll let you guys know. Battleship would be scheduled for Thursday though, because Wednesdays would be Project Winter. I think we still like playing Project Winter. I don't want to get rid of Project Winter. I think it's a lot of fun. All right, that looks pretty much done. Let's get a wall or walls in. We could go back later and, you know, put in windows and stuff like that. I mean, that to me is more visually related stuff. Don't necessarily need it right now. If I could just get the standard foundation pieces in place, I'd be happy with that. And let me see if I can get this here. Okay, good. And then here. Ah! Made it. Yeah, this, like I said, this week is a little wonky. I have 2 more essays to do with my son. One tonight, one tomorrow night. And then another... I have to write a parent one. So that might be Friday that I write the parent one. I don't know. I'll try to take care of it. I'll try to get it done so we don't ruin our Wreckfest night. At least we can have some Wreckfest night. We have a Drink Fest night. If you win, you got to do 2 shots. For every win that you do, you have to do 2 shots. You wish you could do shots? Oh, you can't. Just open up your mouth. Drink it down, buddy. Alright, let's put the... I have a medication that reacts really bad with alcohol. No, I get it. I get it. I'm messing around, bud. You'll just have to go to some other kind of recreational kind of thing, you know? Go to a state where marijuana is legal. All right, almost. This floor is almost done. The cool thing about the CATERIUM Quickwire factory, it's a short factory. It's really only 3 levels. The machines and then storage. Quickwire is actually used for a couple advanced machines, and I have an alternate recipe for rotors that use Quickwire as well. Okay, so that's going up and it's coming out right underneath my feet, right? Yes, so let's put a conveyor line right there. So input will go up there. And why is that running slow? Because I should be producing... Oh, it's just I'm producing 100, right? So that produces what? The MK2 is 120, so it's plenty. Juice box? Alright, good. Do the juice box, man. Okay, so I'm gonna need 8 constructors for Quickwire. So let's put these guys down. We'll have the... You know, I almost want to do the same thing that I did. I want the input, or the output to go back here. I want that to be the output. I want the input going in, and then that to be the output. I have a thought for this. So let's make the constructors. I need 8 of them. And excuse me. Make sure I have enough room for a conveyor line. And I do. It's a little tight, but I have enough room for conveyor line. And then conveyor line will go down the middle here, and then we'll have another constructor be right about here. The output going into the center like this. Good. And then we'll have some mergers going in. That'll work just fine. Okay, so we'll get 8 of these guys down. Any mods? No, not with this playthrough. This playthrough is modless. I do plan on doing some mods in the next playthrough. But nothing too crazy. Some of the mods I don't really care for that much. I'm gonna have a little bit of an output problem. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't think about this. Okay, how about I do this? How about... How about I do double over here? It's still going to be problematic, though. We could do 2 lines, 4 and 4, and we'll just get, what, 225 off of each line? Yeah, we'll do it that way. We'll go like this. Put down a, was it a Mark II line can handle that? We're gonna have to do a Mark III line. Let's go Mark III line. Mark III line. And then we're gonna have to move, I think I'm gonna have to move the... Oh, that's not gonna work. I have space on one side, I don't have space on the other side. Dang it. Yeah, I don't have space on this side. Worf, what's going on, buddy? Haven't seen you in a long time, man. How you been doing? This game gives you Fortnite vibes, probably for like building, right? The way that they build. Alright, I have more room on this side, so let me split this up. I'm gonna split this up. Take this off. Take this off. Take this off. Take those off. Go single one. And I can move these all back. I can move them back one. So let's go back over here. Rotate this around. Is that going to give me enough room? I think that's going to give me enough room. Okay, good. That's just going to be a regular wall. Hanging on by your fingernails? Sorry to hear that, man. Doesn't sound very pleasant. Well, hopefully it gets better. It's just the beginning part of the year. Been a rough several weeks. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, man. You know what I'm going to have to do on both of these because they're too close? Gonna have to do something like this. Yeah, as for mods for this, somebody asked about mods. There's a couple that I definitely want to try, but I don't want to go too crazy with the mods. There's some mods that I don't think that I would like. That they just don't, they're not working very well is what I mean. All right, let's do not a splitter, I want a merger. Gonna line this stuff up a little bit. I'm lining with the arrow on from the top to the bottom. Is there a mod to help plan the layout? No, but there's a website that is a calculator that will help you plan out exactly what you need. So I used it for this. I'm not ashamed of that. You say you have so much ore coming in, and it tells you, okay, you're going to need X amount of machines to put down. And so then you go ahead and you do that part of the process. Why would these two be off? Did I misplace this other one? We have 4 there, right? We do. These guys are lined up. Oh, weird. I think this one's off. I don't know. Doesn't look off. Weird. Okay, that works out well. So those are going to be the output. We're going to have an input coming around from the backside. Each one of these is going to be producing how much? 60 quick wire. Going into... that's 120, 240. So it's going into a 270 line and 270 lines going in. Which means that'll work just perfectly. That'll work, my friend. Haven't been able to use a wheel in a while. Are your hands hurting or something? Arms or something like that? Astroneer tutorials are great. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. And I'm not giving up on Astroneer, for those of you guys that are wondering. Astroneer's my jam. Love it. I'm just taking a little break, and then I want to reevaluate some of the tutorials that I have, because, you know, people are commenting, hey, you know, you don't need to do this anymore. And I'm like, yeah, I know. it's been a while since I made that tutorial. And so some things need to be updated. So I want to go through and I want to do a whole new update on these things. Okay, those connected just fine. These did not. So let's run a line out of here. Out of each one of these guys. Yeah, that's off, right? So I thought that that was off. How about this one? Is this one off? No. Okay, that other one was off. Oh, dang it. I got rid of my merger. Merger, please. Go back to number 7. Thank you. Merger. Put on this line. They look the same. Okay, right, yeah, right. Okay, this is the output, right? I was looking at it like, wait, what direction am I going? Crazy. Alright, I think that's it. Right? Does that look good to you? Friends? It does? Good. Alright, excellent. That works. So let's get rid of this. It's going to confuse the hell out of me. And this. And this. Alright, and then our output. Let's run our output. No, those are our outputs. We need to run our input. So this is no good anymore either. I was going to do one single output, but that doesn't make any sense. I'll check the chat in a second here. Start a new adventure series? I have a new series going. I just haven't... Let's see, the last time that I played it was on the 20th anniversary stream. And I did the first 2 hours as part of that Let's Play. And so I have accomplished the mission, which was given to me by the subscribers, which was set up a automated research on every planet. So that's done. So I need a new suggestion. Been enjoying the chat guide at 3 That's been really interesting. I've been really enjoying that too. So what Warfrat's talking about is the current series right now. It's the comments are driving what we're building and how we're building it. And I say we because the whole community is gotten involved. And we're just... I'm taking their suggestions and going with it, right? And that's been really, really interesting. I haven't been spending any points. I've been waiting for people to, give me some suggestions. Oh, here, you go do this, go do that. And that's been a lot of fun. Okay, is that... I always get these off. Let's get these off. I don't know why. Just stand right here in the middle of this. Look at that. And then turn around and look at that. And then I should just be following this little thing on the ground because that's the center right there. Dang it! Okay, good. That right there. Alright, and I'll come over here. Let's line up another splitter to be input from there. Am I going to fall off if I back up? Put from there, and let me line that up a little bit. Is that too close? Might be too. That one. That one. That one. That one. I put off on a lot of this stuff because I thought I was going to be playing Cyberpunk a lot, but unfortunately, let's put it this way. I have been playing Cyberpunk. I just haven't been playing it with you guys. For a couple reasons. It is super adult themed. There has been some really questionable scenes in there. Just some of this stuff is so freaking bizarre. I got busy with that corpo. Somehow I got hooked up with that corpo. I was watching somebody's thing and they're like, it was relationships. And they're like, you can't hook up with this corpo. And sure enough, I hooked up with this corpo and she was a freak. She took that whole dominant corpo role to a whole new level. It's like, what the hell? This lady's got some issues. I mean, the game's fun though. It's buggy as all hell, but it really doesn't stop you from playing it. It is playable on a PC. Let me preface that. On a PC, it's playable. There's a lot of people that are dogging it because it's so bad on console, and I get it. Look, I get it. It was a failure on console. But man, PC, it's all right. Let me read some of the chat here. Oh, you got an arm injury? Yeah, well, that'll stop you from doing a lot of stuff. You know what I got on my arm too is been fighting some tendonitis in my elbow. Well, if you can get on Wreckfest, love to have you on there. Definitely don't overwork your arm. Have I tried Ministry? I haven't. Any of the game tutorials are the carry, especially the Astroneer ones. The carry meaning what? Start some crazy automation projects. I've done a bunch of automation projects. Go back and look at my channel and search for it. There's one that we got like community in there. But this is when automation was first came out, had a lot of problems with the auto arm, and each one of us built something different. There's some really useful builds in there. Warfrat built the the carbon factory. Ron built this power base system that I think they wound up implementing at least the concept of that into their arid base, their Armageddon base. Is Satisfactory like Astroneer? Not really. It's more like Factorio without the battling. Played around automation and everything now. Some simple automation is more efficient. Yeah. Yeah, just a few things here and there. I mean, while automation is cool, I like the concept of it. It's not like this game where automation is absolutely necessary. You know, you have to build X number of items to achieve or unlock something. And Astroneer has never been that way, right? It's never been you need to use items that you create to unlock the next tier of something. If they would implement that rather than the research points, the research bytes, that would make automation a lot more useful. Yeah, totally. It's super adulty. A lot of YouTubers have stopped streaming it. Yeah. So many games in the bug, it wasn't ready to be released. I agree with you. It wasn't ready. But, you know, that's business. That was not the developers. That's business. There's a bunch of developers there at CD Projekt Red that said, the game's not ready. Do not release it. But management decided to be greedy as all hell, try to get in on the Christmas rush. They probably should have pushed it back half a year or a year. I mean, they should have just flat up said, look, it doesn't work the way we want it to work, and we're not going to release it. And the problem is that they killed their own, you know, they were really true with the Witcher games of this concept of we're not going to release it until it's 100% ready. And they totally killed that. They no longer have that reputation anymore. They destroyed their reputation of putting out solid games on day one. They announced that they expected the game intended by 2021. Right. The game tutorials are much more in depth than your school 2 books. Thanks for all of them, man. I'm sorry to hear that about your school books, that they're not that in depth, man. They should be. Okay, so this is coming up. We're producing... This is a 4, right? What is that? That's a 2. How much did we say was coming out of this thing? 100? 100 CATERIUM ingots are coming out of this thing. Oh, wow, I pushed way too much up in there. I made the belts too fast. That's okay, but... it'd be a little weirdage. Yeah, so that's 100. We only need a Mark II belt, right? Oh, not a lift. Well, we do need a lift, but get the belt in first. So that's going to here. And we're splitting this. Right? Don't do that. We're splitting this. That's going into there. That's going into there. Okay, let's get all these other ones done. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Unfortunately, you know, I'm a software developer. I've run into the same problem with, you know, I'll go to management and say, hey, look, we're not ready, or we've released this and we really need to go back and do some rework, and then they'll be all businessy and be like, well, you know, we really have to put out a feature like this or like that, and like, you guys aren't getting it. You're not understanding. We can't build on top of this current thing. We need to go back and fix it. well, we promised this or that, and it's like, oh, man. So, when they go yell at you, remember this conversation, so you don't come back and yell at me, because I told you it wasn't this or it wasn't that. Of course, it doesn't work that way. It's like at the end of the year, they go, well, you didn't achieve your goal. It's like, it wasn't my goal. It was your goal, and your goal was unrealistic. I told you your goal was unrealistic, but you didn't want to listen to somebody who actually works for a living and not writes up documents for a living. Ooh, where are the doors at? Go back and make sure our doors are in the appropriate location. I don't have a door on the backside here? Well, that's dumb. Do now. Do now. I can always go back and put the doors in later. As long as I have, like... I was never shy telling off management. They don't get it. They don't get it. They're all business guys. They're all business guys, and, you know, they're trying to kiss up because the only thing that they can do for a living is kiss somebody's ass and say, oh, yeah, you know, I was trying to be the tough manager. You don't do jack shit, man. I like to send an "I told you so" email quoting your earlier documentation. Yes, I know. I've done that before, too. Guilty. How do you earn crew coins? You just chat. You chat. You can gain them by donating as well. If you, like, donate some bucks here or there. That takes a little while because it used to be an automated process, but... which was fantastic because I loved it. I didn't have to worry about going and calculating all that stuff. But then somehow Steam Labs broke that. And so now I have to manually calculate that. So for donations, it takes me a little bit of time. Ask Jeff. And then I update correctly. Ask Jeff Lee. He knows. You see his sad face every time he types in points because I didn't update his last donation. And then he makes me feel bad with a sad face. I'm just like, damn it, I'll get there. I'll get to it. See that one? That sad face right there. That's the guilty sad face. Okay, landed. I need to take, and I've been saying this for a while, and I apologize to everybody I've been saying this to, but I need to take some time and really invest in getting the crew coin thing to be something that is much more functional than what it currently is right now. There's not a lot that you could spend crew coins on. And I need to seriously change that. It does take some time to build up artwork and those related items. So I haven't invested that time. I've been trying to build the channel up as opposed to, you know, investing time into doing this. Maybe I'll get big enough one day at YouTube where I can start hiring some people to do some of this administrative type work or additional work. I haven't been really satisfied with things that I've seen on Fiverr or any of that, so I haven't really hired or look at hiring any of those guys to do, you know, Fiverr related work. So crew coins right now are for like giveaways and that type of stuff. We gave away a couple mugs during the 20,000 giveaway. We didn't create anything special. We didn't create any special content for the 20,000 subscriber live stream. Right, final thing is just going to be storage. We just have storage to do, and then I need to power it all up. But then the CATERIUM factory is ready to go. I'm going to have this big, giant rock going right through the middle of my factory. That is great. I love that. They need to have a way to be able to get rid of some of that stuff. I would like to be able to just blow it up or something. And anyways, back to the driving thing. I'm highly debating getting a real steering set, like a Fanatec or something like that. It's just a huge investment. And I'm trying to justify doing it. I mean, I don't race enough to feel like I can justify it. But maybe that's a reason to race more. At least with the sim racing, I mean, it equates to like real life driving. Not that I would be driving like a madman or super fast or anything like that, but it can be used, you know, if you like lose control and you know how to recover from it. Okay, my output is going to one place, right? Isn't this the output? I need to go back down to the second level and figure out where the output is. So that would be where? We had it go to the center. Is it right underneath this thing? I want to say that's it, right? That's the tube out. Oh, dang it. I hate it when I do that. Alright, hold on. Put a hole in that wall right there. Okay. These two are the outs. So these two side by side are the outs. Let's color them. Just color them for now. Have you ever found yourself on the road next to Jaws, for instance? Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you got to be prepared for things. Yeah, it's right underneath where I want it to be. I would totally have my sons use even my current steering wheel set, and then inside of some sort of environment that has driving on a slick surface, for them to be able to learn on how to control the car in a slick surface. It relates. It definitely translates. Okay, so those two are my outies. I need innies. And I need innies Let me just make some walls. I want innies to go. Any here and here. So let's figure out the storage scenario. Let's go mega storage again. I don't have a problem going mega storage. Let's do mega storage. I'd rather have more storage than less storage. I'm gonna need a bunch of beams and... Oops. That's how your dad taught you? Took you out to a frozen lake and had you drive around on the ice? Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a girlfriend. I was living in New York. Well, I was living in New Jersey. Well, technically I was living in Pennsylvania. I was on the right on the corner of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. But was dating this girl from New York, and then she finally moved in with me. But she never drove. She never drove. She's, you know, we're talking 20-something years old. Never drove a car before in her life. Always used the subway or the bus, which is great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But then I was teaching her how to drive, and so it got to be wintertime, and I'm like, well, here we go. Let's go find a parking lot somewhere. And you're about to experience driving on a slick surface. Okay, got enough stuff. CATERIUM factory's almost done. We just need to get the storage down, power it up, and it's good to go. And then, oh, dang it. And then while I'm at it, I will hook the steel factory back up because I had to rework some of the lines. Learn to drive manual when you're 13? Yeah, that's another thing that I want to teach my sons, is make sure you know how to drive a manual car. Because once you know how to drive a manual car, that's it, man. You don't need to worry about driving cars. Okay, so I want my innies to go here. We're going to have these two lines, right? One is just going to... Yeah, I'm just going to feed off of each side. So, let's go with this. Come back one like this. This is good. Very colorful. It's very colorful. Alright, let's see. Back to the walls. This double conveyor line. 5, 6, 7. I think that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I don't know if I remember if it's 6 or if it's 7, but we said that Mark III line would handle this. It was this one? Okay. Like that? Okay, good. Oh, that was the wrong one. Mark III line. Okay, so that's what, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get rid of the 7th one. Alright, let's come across. Do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do that Mark III line. Come all the way over to here. Good. Get this one down. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's get the Mark III line down. Go from here all the way over to here. Okay. Driving used to be fun, but when you have to drive to work every day through rush hour traffic in Chicago, it's no longer any fun. Yes, I know. That was the reason I sold my Mustang. I had a manual Mustang GT, and I got rid of it because I got tired of holding down the clutch in traffic. I had it for 10 years. It was an awesome car. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And then decided to get rid of it because, man, my knee just couldn't take it anymore. Dang it. Gotta get some more pipes. Overall, I like driving a lot. I really do. There's been several times where I've driven from the East Coast to Chicago. And that's a pretty drive through the Appalachians. And then I don't mind driving in other countries too. I've driven, what, in Ireland now, the UK, France. Almost drove in Italy, but I was way too tired. I figured I'd wind up crashing the car. I was like, we went from France to Italy, arrived, and then did a whole day of everything. And I was like, there's no way I'm driving down the coast. I want to drive down the coast, but there's no way. It's not safe. It's not safe. All right, this is all done. I just need to encase it and run some lines on the back side. The output, I think, will go to the front. And I can do two. I was thinking about doing 2 rows of that output. So let's merge in. So the first things first, we need to put down smart splitters. So let's get the smart splitters in place. And we'll split right here. And I'm going to need to go to the other side because it's not going to let me do it. And then let's get just a regular splitter. And let's split out all these guys. Oh, and I'm going to need to go down and get cables too. Dang it. Whoa, did it fall off? Whew, almost thought I failed off with that autosave. You know, the worst thing about UK driving, or Europe driving in general, all the circles, man. Circles are tough. They don't have, like, little cheese ball circles either. Their circles are pretty insane. Let me go get some cable. What do I need for the splitter? Make sure I have cables and plates. I have enough plates, I just don't have enough cables. I don't care about damage right now. I have 1.5 billion berries. Actually, they're like taking up my inventory. Let's get these into my hand. I can only carry 50 at a time. I have some in storage. Let's Go get some cables. Oops, I have cables temporarily over here, or did I use them all? Used them all. Okay. Let's go up to this Mamba Jamba. This is the only place I use walkways. It's like these little doors right here. Okay, let's get some cables. Let's get 300-ish. Okay. And the ladder's not that great for going down. You almost have to catch yourself off of the ladder. Either that or I'm not getting it right. I'm not picking it up right. Drove from Orlando to Chicago in one day, 18 hours. Nice. It's a long day. I did California, Chicago in 3 days. I probably could have done 2, but that was kind of tiring. Colorado was gorgeous, though. Like driving through Colorado. Like driving through the Rockies. The Rockies are a lot of fun to drive through. It's pretty. It's pretty. Dang pretty right there. Alright, let's do another Let's do another smart splitter. And it's going to go something like, yeah, like that. Okay, let's get the regular splitters in. Go something like that. Utah's gorgeous too. There's only a couple states that I haven't driven through. Alaska, Hawaii. I haven't been to Montana. I have not been to Montana. I'd like to see it. Big Sky State. I'd like to see it. Oh, I missed the whole storage. I forgot to put that storage in. Yep. Okay. Wyoming? I think I've been through Wyoming. Alright, let's get... Oh, dang it. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to fall off. Did I do this right? Tell me I did this right. Why do I feel I didn't do this right? I'm not going to fix it. There's no way I'm going to fix it. Yep. Was that supposed to be an out like that? If it goes in or out, in, out. No, that would be wrong. Yeah, okay, this is the way that I did it last time. Alright, let's get all of these guys done. Dang, autosave sometimes is a bear. Sometimes getting these lined up in a block like this is kind of tricky. Sorry. Concentrating so I don't mess it up. These inner ones are a lot easier to hook up. Alright, good. Those are all going out. I still need conveyor lines going in. I need a conveyor line going out over here. These can go back to regular walls. Okay, let's get... For wall piece, let's do one output on each side of this and this. And then we'll just do oh, dang it. And then we'll just do regular walls going down. Well, it's easier to build the walls up than it is to build them down, but... Okay, that's going to be our output over here. You lived in Utah, but you like Colorado any day? You'll take Colorado any day? Is there any reason why you would take Colorado over Utah? Let's get mergers going in. Oh, dang it, I did it again. Statistics, merger. Merger going in. Splitter. Splitter? No, merger. I don't get me wrong. I think Colorado's a pretty state. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. I was just curious. Alright, all of these guys are going to be the same. We're going to take as much output as humanly possible, even though we can't use it all. It's fine. That glitches through like that, which is okay. I don't really care about it. I just need to set this up on the other side. Greetings from Argentina. What's going on? How is Argentina? Never been to Argentina. How is Argentina? Good place to live? Bad place to live? What do you think? Oh, did I put all those down wrong? Oh, you are a dodo head. Yes, you are. You're a dodo head. There we go. That's what you want to do. Follow the green arrow. Dang. That's about dumb right there. Argentina's another really mountainous country, right? Talking about mountainous states, but Argentina's really mountainous, right? It's got the Andes right there. Is that the Andes? Gaming and friends, what's going on, bud? Okay, that's all set up. Let's go back up to the top, set this all up, and then we can power this whole machine up and make sure it's working the way we expect it to work. Okay, so smart splitter. Whoa, God. Smart splitter. Yeah, okay, don't be crazy. We'll stand on this one. Going down the center, we want wire. Quick wire. Off to the right-hand output, we want the overflow. Bingo. Okay, this one. We want down... Oh, the left-hand output, we want to be the overflow. The right-hand output, we want to be... wire. Quick wire. Good. Okay. I think that we could... what am I using belt-wise here? I think I was just using the fastest belt. It doesn't really matter. Convert that belt in. All these other belts are hooked up, right? Convert this belt in. Oh, see, super jump is not good. Not when you're on top of all this. It can be very bad. Okay, all of those are going in correctly. Come back over here. Put these guys in correctly. Alright, if I did storage correctly, it will work. That's dumb, right? Of course, if I did it correctly, it'll work. You're dumb. Let's get rid of these guys. Put regular walls in. Okay, and let's see what I'm missing. I am missing from these two middle guys. I'm missing a lift. That's going from here to there. That looked like it connected okay. Oops, wrong one. And then going from here to there. Okay. And then this one coming out, which we said was, what, 100 ingots. Go from here to here. Okay, let's get power connected up. Let's get our... Ooh, God, the third one's expensive. Let's get this one going. We're going to put these doubles on the corners. Well, I guess I didn't have to put it over the door. I could put it right here, right? You could put it one in. So it's not right over the door. Put a double here. Come back and do a double here. And a double here. This one we'll do the double over the door. That was a little high, so we'll get rid of that one. And we have the one more corner to do. Double here and double here. All right, good. So power can go from these two buildings like this. And I believe because I set it up over here, power can go from this building. Oops. Do this one. I should theoretically be able to get rid of this power line right over here. That one? I don't need that power line anymore. Oh, it was powering... Okay, it was powering this machine, but... We don't need this either. Oh, God. Yeah, we don't need that either. And then... Let's see. Okay, let's get the power going in here. But, come on, turkey head. Here. Power this up to here. Power. Thank you. Up to here. This across. That. Grab the line, power it across over here. Power this one. Power. Oops, I guess I gotta do that. Power this one. And power this. Something in the middle. Power this one over here. Get over here. And power something like that. And then to... This one's up a little high. How did this double get up so wonky? Let's put it right here. And then we'll get this one going to this, and this one going to something like this, and this one going to this, and this one going to this. No, that's dumb. This one going... And then to here. Okay, good. Let's see. I want to upgrade those to wall outlet 2s. I'll read chat in a second here. Yeah, why won't it let me upgrade this? Invalid location. I'm trying to upgrade that thing right there. Oh, I messed up on a couple of the outlets. I picked the wrong one. I mean, it's not that it matters if this is a 1 or the double one is a 1 or a 2. But it would be nice to have as a 2 because it allows for more sockets. Like this. It allows for more connections. Just makes it easier. I think we got all the other ones correct, right? They're blue. They glow blue. Somehow I missed doing the correct double. Okay, good. Let's start powering these machines. I like having more power than I need, as you can tell. I can actually put those on the roof, too. I keep forgetting I can put them on the roof. Alright, these are all making CATERIUM. And I see CATERIUM coming out. Coming out to this side. Is CATERIUM going up? Yes, CATERIUM is going up to the second level floor. Let's go to the second level. And since it's running, I know that I have power. Jump down in here to the second level. Let's see where we're at. Deuterium is starting to flow through. Good. Let's get power wired. For some reason, I like it straight up in a line. This one's off though. So 1, 2, 3. This is the next one. Up like that. In terms of weather, Colorado, I think the mountains here are just better. Yep. All the big jungles to the north, deserts everywhere, and the cold Patagonia south. That sounds really interesting. Watch it because you just finished all my schoolwork for the week. Cool. Teachers post everything for the week the day before school starts? Like, oh, at the beginning of the week? Wow. That's convenient. Alright, let's go do this. Get these power lines going. Here we don't really need the double pulse. We just need the double power on the bottom. We'll just do single power off of this way. My sons wind up getting it a little bit more piecemealed. Okay, CATERIUM's getting backed up, which is good. Alright, let's upgrade these power lines. Wall socket outlets. I was thinking I was going to need some more resources, but since this is the only thing that I have to power right now, the rest is just storage. Alright, good. Let's power these up. Alright, let's see if it's going out. All those are on. Let's see. I see quick wire, quick wire, quick wire. I don't see anything coming out of these guys, but I'm making the assumption that they are making quick wire. They are. So let's look at, let's go up one of these buildings here. Okay, quick wire is coming out. This other one is stopped. That means it's not connected correctly. Alright, let's go look at that. Figure out why that is not connected the way it's supposed to be connected. Ugh, dang it. That didn't jump. Autosave got me. Autosave's a little rough. Go. Don't jump too far. Thank you. All right, let's see why this thing's not connected. Oh, I think the lift is right. Am I not connected it there on the top? Why is that not connected? Oh, it's running now. Okay, they're both moving. They're both filling up. I could see them running. Now, if I come down over here, quick wire is at the ready. Good. All right, so that is the automated CATERIUM factory. I just need to put some walls in place, put some doors in place, Oh. I need to go back and fix something here. Hold on. I'm like, why is Quickwire peeking out at the very, very top up there? It's not supposed to be. Let's go back and fix that really fast. Come on, get off of this thing. Dude. No, don't jump too far. Right, so Quickwire doesn't need to go here. So this is done. This is done. These guys need to be just walls. Right. And actually, we need to go up higher. I think it's like one more. Yeah, to cover over the top of this. But then Quickwire should still be coming in here. Just make sure I didn't break this. Chink. There goes one. And let's see if another one goes in there. It does. Good. Done. Done, friends. This is complete. Making a 500 quick wire a minute, which is a good amount of quick wire. But if you look at things that I could possibly use for quick wire, you have the alternate stator, the quick wire stator, which uses quick wire. And there is some, yeah, the AI limiter uses quick wire. I thought that there was something in the manufacturer that uses quick wire as well. Yeah, the high-speed connector. Okay, so those three things use quick wire. So I'm gonna need an abundance of quick wire. Now I have an abundance of quick wire. Perfect. Well, that took 2 hours. That took a lot less time than the Iron Factory did. Iron Factory took 5 hours to do. So that took 2 hours. Not bad. Let's go back and hook up. I need to get rid of this nonsense. Let's go back and hook up the coal really fast so that I can get my Iron Factory running again. I just want to make sure that it's powered up and running the way that I want it to be running. So we had 2 coal. We have this bottom line coal, which goes to the bottom line over there. So let's see. That is... this belt goes down to over here. Good. And then this belt, which I believe that's a, what's that, a 3? That's a Mark III belt. This belt goes to over here. Good. Let's make sure this coal is running the way that it's supposed to be running. On both belts, yes. Let's make sure that the iron facility is running. Good. I'm starting to see iron come out on both sides. Perfect. This whole machine will turn back on again, which means it is powered correctly. All right, so those 2 guys are back up. I had to pull down some stuff to get this new CATERIUM factory in. Okay, so we have iron CATERIUM, we have plates, we have screws, we have pipes, we have the all-in-one copper factory off in the distance. I think the next thing that we need to focus on is getting in the sulfur and quartz factory. So that's going to be right here. I'm going to have to rip up some of this Christmas stuff. The Christmas factory has got to go. So the quartz and the sulfur, I think I'm going to do them in one factory. So quartz and sulfur will be next. Then I will go back, rework my cement factory. and just have my cement factory in this area over here, and then this whole area will be stripped out, and I will put down all of my assemblers, all of my manufacturers, and build the last tier of items in this big, it'll be one big ginormous building that'll do all of that. And then honestly, frankly, I'm ready to go to tier 7 and 8, but I don't want to do that until, well, I haven't made the adaptive control units and I haven't made the modular engines, but I do have pieces for that. I want to wait until they actually put out update 4. And so update 4 should be coming out soon. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but it should be coming out soon. Probably within the next month or two. And at that point in time, then I will go to tier 7 and 8, and then also start trying to unlock the rest of it. I think what we'll do is probably bring the resources in. Instead of on a conveyor line, we'll change our resource line. We'll bring it in on a train. I think that'd be pretty cool. So what I'm thinking is that we tear down all of this conveyor line, these 8 conveyor lines that we have coming in, and we run a train depot right in here that's going to deliver resources. And so we'll have that deliver coal, we'll have it deliver CATERIUM, we'll have it deliver the sulfur and the quartz. And yeah, that would be neat. I think that would be neat. Alright, so that's it for me for tonight. I've got to do other stuff in the evening time, so that's why I did this daytime stream. I appreciate you guys joining. Thank you very, very much. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to everybody later. We'll see you guys. Bye. Bye, everybody.